So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do the chain loop fringe. So we're just adding some extra fringing on here, and these are in loops as the name suggests. Just adds a little bit of extra fun to your designs. It could be something that goes around a cuff, it could be something that you put onto a handbag just to add a little bit of extra to it, a little bit more interest and finishing off your project. So let's have a look at the tutorial. Hello, my name's Karen Stangram and welcome to Conquer Crochet, the channel for tips, tricks and techniques for conquering your crochet. Everything I talk about in today's video will be linked in the descriptions below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss a single stitch. So if you're keen to get going with this video, give me a thumbs up and let's do this. So for this tutorial I'm using a double knit yarn. I have a 4mm crochet hook. I have scissors to cut off my end, needle to sew in my ends and a stitch marker on hand just in case I need one. So to start off then I'm going to make a slip knot. You can do this in whichever way you prefer. And you need to join your slip knot onto the right side of your work. Now I've worked mine exactly the same on the front and the back, so I don't have a right or wrong side, but if you do, you need to start on the right side of your work for this stitch. So I'm going to go into the stitch that I want to start off with. So I put my hook through, pop your slip knot on and pull that loop through the stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook and then tighten up. We now have a nice secure knot that's not going to come undone. And we're going to do a row of double crochets. That's UK terminology. In US terminology that would be single crochet. And I'm going to be trying to crochet over my tail, so I'm just going to lay that along the top there. So I'm going to go into the same stitch that I've just joined my yarn to, underneath the stitch, underneath the tail, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through the two loops on my hook. And I'm just going to work my way all the way along this row with double crochets in each stitch, and it just gives you a nice base to start with, especially if you haven't done a piece in double crochet, but especially as well if you're doing it in a different colour. It just gives you a little bit more edge rather than just starting the border straight away. You've got this sort of, right, we're now on the edge. It helps the eye sort of go, oh, here's the piece, or here's the edging, rather than here's the piece edging. It just helps it to sort of flow together nicely. So I'm going to work my way down this row of double crochets and I will see you at the end of this row. So I've done my row of double crochets there. I'm going to chain one and I'm going to turn my work. The chain one doesn't count, so we're going to do a double crochet in that very first stitch there. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the two on your hook. Okay, and this is where the fringe starts. So we're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're then going to double crochet in the next stitch. And we repeat, chain 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you're getting up the chain, if it's getting harder to crochet into, just move your fingers up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Move there and double crochet in the next stitch. So I'm going to do that all the way down the row. So you chain 12, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 12, double crochet in the next stitch, and I'll show you what it looks like when we get to the end of the row. So I've just worked up a few more rows for you to see how the finished edging looks. So you get these lovely fun little loops. I wouldn't do anything like this on a baby blanket because they will get their fingers caught in there, so it's not really practical for that. But for other edging, you might want to have something fun around a cuff. You might want it along the bottom of a bag, just to add a little bit extra to it. One of the other things you could do is to vary the height. So if you wanted to have longer loops, you could just add, we've got 12 stitches here, you could add more stitches to those. You could have some long ones, some shorter ones to really just add some interest. So really just have a play around with it and see what works for you and what you like. So that's how to do the chain loop fringe. I really hope you found today's tutorial useful. If there are any information that you need to find out about this video, have a look in the descriptions below where I post all the links to any freebies and other videos I think you might find useful. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, to give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget also to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've enjoyed it and you'd like to see more of my tutorial videos. There are 2 other videos on screen to help you on your crochet journey, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!